on March 28, 1942, in Pleasantville, New Jersey, to Charles and Ruth Estegren. After moving to Cardiff with his family at the age of 5, Jim attended the Egg Harbor Township Public Schools and was in the first graduating class of Oakcrest High School. Jim was the kind of person everybody liked and respected. Even before the military, Jim was a good example of the quiet professionals, internally proud and confident in what he was doing, yet never one to brag or show off. When an Army recruiter came to the high school and gave a seminar on the Army, the Vietnam conflict was already an issue, and he felt like he could help the people of Vietnam. He volunteered to join the military. He wanted to serve his country and looked forward to starting a career in the military. He was stationed at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. He then went to Okinawa, Japan as a paratrooper. Next, Jim became a member of the Special Forces. Many know them as Green Berets, and he served 2 tours in Vietnam. You might ask why he chose the Special Forces. These men are called Triple Volunteers. They volunteer for the Army, volunteer to be a paratrooper, and volunteer for the Special Forces. Knowing that they were elite and the feeling of giving themselves to help others, even with their own lives, is what drove Jim to become and serve as a Green Beret. He thought that he could do so much more that he enlisted for a second tour of duty. He saw his own time in Vietnam as helping those people to defend themselves. The Special Forces motto that Jim lived by is Die Oppressor Liber, which means to liberate the oppressed. On May 12, 1967, Jim was struck and killed by a landmine while on patrol with the locals he helped to train. He was doing what he loved best, serving his country and helping others do the same for theirs. We think about my Uncle Jimmy and his impact his loss has had on our family. We miss him every day, but we also thank him for his bravery and for what he did for our country. Memorial Day should be a day to acknowledge our indebtedness to those who were injured or died for this nation, just as they began to know the promise of the good that life can hold. We must honor that courage in every generation who has served their country. I would like to close with a quote used at the dedication of the 9/11 Memorial. Those we have lost live on in us, in the families who still love them, in friends who remember them, and in those who honor them. Thank you for spending this morning for us to help remember our son, our brother, our uncle, our cousin, your fellow citizen, Jim Estegren.